What's up, guys? And in this video here we're going to be doing the quest called Mother of Invention for Fallout 76 and the new Brotherhood questline. You're going to want to talk to Scribe Valdez here. You can talk with her and ask her some questions about herself, and eventually she's going to give you a quest because she needs some help scavenging around in the basement area and investigating some things, and she wants you to come with her as her backup.
Knowing Night Shin, I'm guessing that's not exactly how it went down, but our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start? No problem. I have to wrap something up myself. Why don't you head downstairs when you're ready and I'll meet you there.
So you're going to go ahead and head downstairs. She's going to tell you what she wants to do.
So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
So you're going to head downstairs with her, and the place is crawling with bugs. And what you want to do in this quest is collect the documents. There's 3 documents to collect. And also another part of the quest is learn about the 4 Atlas substructures.
Close one.
So you'll find the first document here. And you see over there, the waypoint is showing you. The second document can be found right here on this table, this little computer area. If you follow the pipes down here, you'll see that the third note is right here on the table, at which point she'll want to have a conversation with you.
I think this is good. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups?
So she's going to give you another quest, and in this quest you're going to run a diagnostics check, test the release valve, and examine the wiring of the structure down here. And while you're doing all that down here, you might be greeted by some mole rats. I just want to say hi and thank you for coming down there and paying them.
Here we go. We survived. Let's talk. Alright, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus?
So after you finish handling all that for her, she's going to want to talk. And in this conversation, she's going to actually want you to go and examine some components upstairs so you guys can get this whole thing running.
Problematic to say the least. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
So you're gonna want to extract components from the ion machine, and like she was saying, use the options that give you the most finesse and light touch so you don't break anything. And when you get to this terminal, you want to go on the option that says power status, and that will go ahead and get you the information you need to complete this section of this quest. So here I'm going to choose unhook both wires and slide the coils out, and this is what happened for me.
What was that?
And then here I'm going to select gently lift it out of the container.
That doesn't sound good.
And all these alarms start going off and robots start appearing and all hell breaks loose.
Glad that's over with. Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected.
So Scribe Valdez is going to go ahead and look at those components you've gathered for her, and eventually in the conversation she's going to be quite pleased with your progress and your help. And she's going to go ahead and give the Paladin her recommendation so you can go ahead and be a step further in joining the Brotherhood of Steel.
The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my rec may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, after what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
And that completes the quest. You're gonna get this awesome gun. I love this gun. It's called the Fact Finder. I actually renamed mine the Gobstopper, but it does a little AoE damage as well and shoots an additional bullet. You also get some additional rewards like some bullets, stim packs, Radaway, and water. And the next quest you're gonna get is field testing, and we will cover that in the next video. Peace.